What sounds way sexier in theory than in practice. My wife and I finally had a weekend away in February and we thought the idea of all-day sex, with breaks obviously, was super sexy. After 2 rounds we were definitely done. Lol. We just watched our show together and ate snacks after that, kissing underwater. Started with a peck, and we both immediately flailed to the surface coughing and sputtering. We both choked on water immediately and got it up our noses. I've never tried it since, nor will I ever. Hell no. Sex in a certain uncomfortable place, like the back of a Volkswagen. Sex on a trampoline. All the motion just moves both of you at the same time. Sex on the beach. Way too much sand in unfortunate places lol. Using food, chocolate whipped cream during sex. Just gets messy. Sex with a medieval armor. As much as it hurts me to admit it, it is not very practical. Trying to walk sexy. It sounds easy but I've tried it and look like a fucking idiot. Being woken up with a blowjob. Like maybe if you're being woken up from a short nap, but if it's after a full night of sleep, I'm going to need to pee. Shower sex. As much as I love a hot wet body against mine, I refuse to die naked and wet trying to bust a nut having sex in a pool. It just doesn't work. Exhibitionism. Granted, the idea of flaunting yourself wholly naked in public and potentially even getting caught is a very appealing fantasy. In practice, there are several legal and safety risks, not to mention social alienation. God's help you if your job finds out, because depending on your position, they may burn your bridge to save face. Sex in a bath. It's so awkward. Maybe it's not big enough but I wasn't in any way comfortable, we just continued on the bed. Anal. I don't actually find anal all that sexy myself, but lots of people seem to. It takes a lot of preparation, lube, foreplay and even then there's a chance of poop. Sex in public bathrooms. Show me a clean public bathroom. Public sex. This is a huge fantasy of mine but too many logistics to pull it off. Gotta make sure it's somewhat secluded, those who could catch you have to be into it as not to stop you. No kids around, no authorities around. Just takes too much planning and considerations which ruins the spontaneous appeal. But I love the concept. Was on a hike, girlfriend got all hot and bothered and wanted it up again a tree. Sure thing, bark but ain't gonna be me picking slivers cleaning sap out of everything. Shower sex. Having a big dick. Most women like the idea of it more than the actual thing. A lot of women don't necessarily enjoy it. BJS are teeth city, and anal is usually off the table. I won't go into any detail but the Dyson ball cleaner is a very misleadingly named product. Losing your virginity. Candle wax. Yeah, didn't pan out well with my ex lol. Sex on skates with a hockey player alone in the rink. Dudes doing facials. I get it, it is a hot visual to see your seed dripping down a face. But when it comes, face with rolling eyes, to achieving full satisfaction pulling out and jerking it the rest of the way can be a huge distraction as opposed to finishing inside. Shagging in an aircraft loo. Sex in general. The movies and books and TV shows don't prepare you for the bad breath, farts, that one hair that gets stuck in your mouth, the weird little SCHTUPPA sounds. The saliva and the dog deciding that NOW is the time to jump up and join what is clearly fun wrestling time. Oh yeah, and it happens after dinner, late at night and that's a recipe for indigestion. May as well pound down dinner and 2 glasses of wine and go for a quick jog around the block. Being straight and having a threesome. Look. It works for me BC I'm bi, but if an MMF another guy is 100% straight, it just becomes very awkward. It's like you're trying to enjoy it, but you're also trying to block the idea another dude is with you, and also I'm trying not to touch him, and he freaks out. Same with FFM. The girls are just not comfortable with any part of them touching the other, and ends up just being a tag and tag out fun. That makes the guy worry the whole time he's having too much fun with one, and not the other. Now, if everyone is bi, it's on. Boobs are rubbing together, Wangs are having sword fights. Fun all around. The claim that sex with someone with a penis over 8 inches long is desirable. Sex in the rain equals mosquitoes. Food play like chocolate sauce equals sticky. Sex on satin sheets. Scissoring. I rest my case. Sex with food involved. So weird trying to eat enchiladas off your lover. Don't call me daddy. Literally had to fake a nut once, just to this girl to stop. Some guys are into it, though, so whatever. A wide array of many sexual acts that are fairly popular in porn actually use lube, even if they don't show it. Attempts to recreate them most often lead to chafing. Having sex while laying by your side holding your girl's leg up looks way sexier in porn, but holy hell, that shit tiring than full power jackhammering for 10 minutes straight. Threesome. Thought it would be amazing. Then I tried one. Never again. Threesomes. I've never had one, but I have absolutely fantasized about it. Objectively thinking about it though, there's just too many body parts going around and I can barely walk and eat at the same time. Not to mention that it would be over before it would even start because excitement, falling in love, sex in the hot tub. The mess is all in the water, your grips are off, and the heat can be a bit much. Sex on a load of cocaine, stamina. In theory, rock her world all night. In practice, 3 minutes into it, aren't you done yet? I have to go to the bathroom. 69. Sounds great, but I can't concentrate if the other person is good at it. Taking turns works much better. 69. Shower sex. Nothing sexy about potential serious to severe injuries. Calculus. Anal sex. Anything in a hot environment. If I don't open my bedroom window, I almost pass out. So light hot tubs, saunas, showers, etc. Absolutely not. Orgies. 95% of the time, it's like the episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. 2 or 3 people are having sex, and the rest are just watching jerking off, or eating at the potluck till it's their turn. Eating nothing but chocolates. Inflation. Why don't humans run off cartoon physics? KY with a hint of lime. It stings. For his and hers. i6 engines sound sexy but fucking shittier to work on. Trying to get under an umbrella together in the rain like they do in movies. Maybe it's just where I live being like random torrential thunderstorms, but this guy I had a major crush on would bring an umbrella everywhere in winter just in case, and it was dark and it rained and I got under the umbrella with him and it's fine until it gets windy. Might as well just stand in the rain at that point. What I was hoping would be a romantic cliché moment was just us in the pouring rain and him trying to flip the umbrella back and stop me getting wet. Literally half of my fetishes. I'll watch porn and come harder than I thought possible, but when presented with the opportunity to do this shit in real life, I'm like, no. BDSM. A lot of people like the idea, but a lot of what's involved is either a lot of work or unpleasant. Also, having to plan for it takes all the spontaneity out of sex, and you do have to plan for BDSM. Lack of spontaneity is a deal breaker for many people. Don't get me wrong, there's some stuff you can do that's not that high effort and doesn't require much planning, but most people aren't satisfied with those things. They're pretty close to vanilla. Communism. Bathtub, jacuzzi, pool sex, squirting. Need to cover everything with foil before sex. Lol.